My parents immigrated to the US in the late 60s from India, new to the US culture. And so, it was fairly consistent for me growing up. You obviously look to your parents for guidance, and they were unbelievably supportive and guided where they could. But it was clear that they didn't necessarily always understand why certain things worked particular ways. And so I think it really sparked in me the need to actually sort some of those things out myself and constantly look for what's the nature of this process, what's the nature of this cultural dynamic, what's foundational about it versus what's flexible about it. And that's always been, I think, part of how I've looked at systems or structures, and I think it's translated into my adult life. So the future of health is actually a fairly provocative, I think very provocative perspective on where Deloitte as a broader organization sees healthcare going. So I'm one of the two co-authors. I'm the program lead, both for the US and global, and it's really so close to what matters to me, because I think it is an opportunity to move this industry forward when it's stagnated essentially for the last 20 to 30 years. And so much of the transformation hitting all these other industries, financial services and travel and media, and the transformations that are occurring in those spaces, healthcare has been insulated. When I'm showing up and taking a position, I believe it deeply, and I will defend it, and I will explain it, and I will provide color to support it. And I think my family understands that. Frankly, I think my clients understand that. They may not agree with me, and I'll take an honest disagreement any day, but I think my clients understand when I'm showing up and I'm offering a perspective. It's coming from an informed perspective where I genuinely believe it. But what's interesting is I did have a pharmaceutical client reach out to me. He said, I remember you and I had a lot of conflict around a couple points that I thought you were overreaching on. He said, what's interesting is we've used a lot of the frameworks that you offered. He goes, and as I've looked back at that work recently, he said, all I can say is I wish we were ready to hear what you were telling us then, because it was exactly right. You might wait a whole career to have a really smart client come to you and say, you know what, I might have missed what you were telling me, and I appreciate that, and let's go do it now. What the future of health is arguing is that there is a culture shift coming, driven by both technology and the rise of the individual and the options that are available to the individual, and all of that is creating this special mixture of pressures and opportunity and disruption that's actually driving us to a more aligned system. The thing I'm most excited about when it comes to the future of health is actually enabling it, accelerating the world towards it. We all want that world where I'm seeing disease sooner, I'm intervening sooner, I'm spending more time being well than being sick. And so I think all of this is about agitating the system to accelerate towards that reality. And that means educating, that means offering a path forward on transformation. It's about supporting that change. And so what I'm excited about is actually making it so. Beyond the breaking orthodoxies piece, I think what's also a reason why I maybe have found myself into this seat is the storytelling aspect. It is a wildly exciting story. There's enormous excitement and energy in it, but it's also dramatic, where classic business models are not going to sustain themselves over the next 10, 20 years. And so there's also a storytelling aspect here that I like to think will maybe make a great movie someday. We'll see.